Hello everyone, now we'll discuss about disintegrants. So what are disintegrants? Whenever we orally consume a tablet, when the tablet comes in contact with the water in the gastrointestinal tract, these disintegrants or disintegrating agents, they facilitate the breakup of the tablet. And such tablet fragmentation plays a major role in the subsequent dissolution of the tablet and finally the bioavailability of the drug. Hence, in order to produce an effective pharmacological response, disintegration process plays a major role. Now coming to the mechanism of action. So whenever the tablet comes in contact with the water, these disintegrating agents, they draw the water into the tablet. This results in the swelling of the tablet and finally the tablet bursts apart. Coming to the various examples of disintegrating agents, they are starch and its derivatives, cellulose and cellulose derivatives, clays, alginates and cross-linked PVP. Coming to starch and starch derivatives. Starch USP and various starch derivatives are the most commonly used disintegrating agents, and the starch USP is used in the concentration range of 5 to 20%. They are very cost effective, and one more advantage is the starch derivatives and other modified polymers can increase in the volume by 200 to 500% in the presence of water. This is an added advantage when they are compared with clays. Starch derivatives and other modified polymers are more effective when compared with clays. Coming to the starch derivatives are comparatively used in a low concentration range such as 1 to 8%, and usually the 4% concentration is considered as optimum. When it comes to examples, they are Primogel and Explotab. They are low substituted carboxymethyl starches. They are used in the concentration range of 1 to 8% and usually 4% is considered as optimum. The other modified starch is pre-gelatinized starch. This is used in the concentration range of 5%. So this table indicates various starches and their concentration range. The starch USP is used in the concentration range of 5 to 20%, whereas carboxymethyl starches, for example Primogel and Explotab, they are used in the concentration range of 1 to 8% and usually 4% is considered as optimum. When it comes to pre-gelatinized starches, they are used in the concentration range of 5%. Coming to clays. Examples are Vegum, HV and bentonite. These are the clays that are employed as disintegrants. The concentration range is 10%. The demerits are clays produce an off-white appearance. Hence, they are not widely employed unless the tablets are colored. And as we have discussed earlier, the clays are less effective when compared with modified starches and polymers. Coming to cellulose derivatives. Microcrystalline cellulose is a cellulose derivative. The trade name is Avicel. We have discussed this in the diluents topic. So it is a direct compression material. One more added advantage of Avicel is it has got excellent direct compression properties and it is also very good. It has also got very good flow properties. It also produces cohesive impacts and also acts as a disintegrating agent. So Avicel can act as a diluent and also as a disintegrating agent. The grades are pH 101 and pH 102. The pH 101 is powder form and pH 102 is granular form. And one more modified cellulose is acidosol. Nowadays it is widely used. Acidosol is internally cross-linked form of sodium carboxymethyl cellulose. It is effective in low concentration levels and nowadays it is widely employed. One more cross-linked polymer is PVP. Cross-linked PVP is also used as disintegrating agent. The polyvinyl pyridine is used as a adhesive and binder, whereas cross-linked PVP is used as a disintegrating agent. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for further videos on GPAT.